So we got together about 10 years ago. We moved to DC about 6 years ago and had been renting ever since. And we decided that we were just ready to build up some equity, not keep putting money into rent. And so we decided in about February of this year to start looking for homes. So we found the Optima Realty through a local blog I read, and they were advertising a class about the home buying process. And so we came kind of expecting just a sales pitch, but instead we got a step-by-step outline of how everything works. They had a mortgage lender there. It was so informative, and we just fell in love with Bridget. So we set up a one-on-one, interviewed lots of other realtors as well, and had no qualms about coming back here and signing with Bridget.
Truthfully, the meetings we had with other realtors, we wouldn't have known some of the stuff they were talking about in the home buying process had we not gone through the class with Bridget to know the process.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no qualms. This buying a house is a scary process no matter what. There's so much paperwork, there's so many steps, but there was never a moment where we were worried that Bridget wasn't doing the things she needed to do. We had total confidence the whole time. She knows everything. She has so much knowledge about every step of the process, but also every square inch of a house and how it's built and what will need to be kept up. We'd walk around the house going, what's that made of? What's that made of? And she always had an answer with more information we could have ever used. So it was great.
Yeah, and just in terms of availability, if we had a question, just something small, hey, what's a number on a document that we needed to sign? We would send her an email and we'd get a call back from her, maybe 30 minutes later and say, hey, do you have time to talk? And we might send an email at 7 p.m. and get a call back from her at 8 p.m. Obviously, we didn't try to, wake her up in the middle of the night or whatever, but just to know that she was always available was incredibly helpful and made us feel so much better about the process to know she was always there for us.
Yeah, and all the recommendations she gave us for the various other vendors and contractors. So we did an inspection, and inspection can be really scary, I think, on your first home buyer. The inspector made it fun. It was actually a really great experience. We also looked into a number of different mortgage lenders and ultimately went with the first person that Bridget had recommended because he was the most responsive, he was the best. I never had any concerns about any of the other people around the Keri Shull team.
As we were going through our home inspection too, Bridget was walking around the home, pointing out things that would be of concern to the inspection. So she was very hands-on during the process. It wasn't just a set it and forget it thing. So she clearly knew what she was doing for the sake of the home inspection and was able to certainly not tell the inspector what to do, but knew what to tell us to look out for during the inspection, which is great.